I do have another decor plan up my sleeves. The Dollar Tree has these. They're not very long, but compared to the price online that I saw, I think this is gonna work really well. To redo my daughter's bedroom without painting, I'm over painting, guys, all that taping. This design, what do you call it, toit, is kind of vintagey looking and she likes flowers. I think that it's gonna go really well with the Louis XV chair that I upcycled. So I'm looking forward to how it turns out and hopefully she'll really like it. I'm not sure how many I'll need, but I feel prepared. We'll see. So I'm upstairs in my hallway and I'm about to take you into my daughter's itty bitty room. She has been waiting a full year since I did my son's bedroom in order to get her bedroom made over. I had some elaborate plans for painting and summer just took a lot more out of me than I planned, so I didn't get to her room like I should have. So today I'm going to begin her room makeover and she's banned from her room for 3 days so that I can make it a complete surprise for her. And if you watched this video, you saw that I did a funky curbside antique upcycle chair for her that she doesn't know about because it's been hiding under a blanket in my basement for 6 months. So I'm gonna reveal that and the room design to her this weekend and I'm really excited. So is she. So are you ready for the tour of a woefully unpretty room? I just haven't done anything with it yet. I said in my last creative video that if I say I'm going to do something, it's really important to me to actually do it, and this is just taking way too long, so it's time to make that right. She's a little artist as well. So you can see the very first thing on coming in is some wall damage that I need to repair. We have dormered ceilings in all of our upstairs bedrooms. And this is a twin size bed, but it looks huge in here. We probably really need a smaller bed frame. This one my dad built with me when I was single and still living at home. And I think it's beautiful, it's just a little too big for the room. And this was the configuration that we figured out with some space over there to make her bed, but usually just her stuffed animals end down there. I'm really ashamed of how I've dressed the window for her. I really just wanted it to block light. They play downstairs in the playroom, so this was really more of a just functional sleeping room, but it could be brighter for her. I think she would love it, so it's time to change all that. She's been making her bed with some small blankets that her grandma made. There's one up there. It doesn't quite cover her whole bed. My dad helped me make this little hutch for my son when he was born, using cut-off shutters for the doors, so we're gonna keep that in here. There aren't really a lot of ways you can rearrange this furniture, so this kind of just makes it hard to deal with. It gets really warm up here in these tiny bedrooms. Now my original plan for these walls was ombre painting and I watched a lot of videos about them. It's 30-something degrees outside, so I'm not gonna open up the window for ventilation. I'm too tired to be painting. I don't want to tape. So I've changed my plans. You'd think after the bathroom install I would be sick of contact paper wallpaper. No, that's the idea I'm going with. And I'm going for high impact black and white contact paper. I might really be kicking myself in the pants after I do this. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think it's going to be better than painting. So I'm going to get started doing wallpapering from this height on down. And she got something stuck in the carpet, so I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning, decluttering all of her little stuff everywhere, and I'm excited to see my really girly design unfold. Okay, time to declutter. Now my daughter has sensory issues, meaning not only does she hate crunchy textures like a crisp cotton shirt, for instance, or her school uniform, but she also really loves soft furry things and she gravitates towards that. That's what made her fall in love with her red panda pillow pet that she saved up her money to buy. Speaking of money, just like her brother's room makeover, this room makeover is on a budget. In fact, I'm trying to think, probably the most expensive part of this room makeover is going to be the drapes that I bought. Even those I think are going to be a fun sensory experience for her. So I'm really looking forward to throwing a lot of fun textures and some interesting pops of color into this room makeover. So if you enjoy seeing decor creativity, would you please make sure to hit that like button. Okay, I've got a lot of these to get through, so I'm gonna get going. This is what you get for $1, so it's not a ton. Hopefully I won't have to go buy too many more than the 20 I originally bought. I'm just gonna look on the back of these and cut along the straight lines to get rid of this zigzag edge. It's definitely thinner than what I used in my bathroom, and I think a lot stickier too. It's not too late to turn back, Amy. But I'm stubborn, so I'm gonna go for it. At first glance, I really love it on the wall. I think it's gonna look really pretty. I'm not even sure my pregnant belly's gonna fit back here very well. I plan to cover the outlet cover as well. You know, I have a pair of really big scissors that I wrote moms only on, but even though my kids can read, they swiped my scissors and now I'm stuck using these tiny ones. So this is how you cover a light switch. Okay, so I basically cut a stretched out octagon and I'm just gonna place it over the entire thing. It's kind of like wrapping a present. You've got it stuck on with your contact paper and then poke a hole through the middle of that contact paper. And then you just want to make an X, like pizza kind of slices. On the curve, do 1 or 2 slits to make a few more pizza slices. And then you just flip them through so that it looks like that. And fold in the edges. You want a slice right to the tip of your corners just to get a really good snug fit. And trim off anything that's sticking up. I think that turned out nicely. It's Cody not super cute against the black and white. I can already tell it's gonna take over 10 to do each side. That side I think is longer. Probably need 30 of these, which means that the wallpapering in total costs $30, which is equivalent to a can of paint. So I guess even though it's a little bit more money than I was hoping to spend just 20 on the walls. I think the impact is amazing. I just love it. So I'm gonna have to head back to the Dollar Tree. But I see the need for some caulking around the trim, so I'm going to take care of that and maybe a little bit around the window, so I'm gonna make that look nice and then get back to the contact paper. My hands have been cramping a little bit, but I think it's all gonna be worth it. Now I do have paint that matches these walls that I can touch up. I'm gonna be doing that around the house anyways because it's been 4 years of fingerprints on the wall, probably footprints too. So that'll look a little bit better. What do you think, Cody? That's a horrible noise. Okay, don't hit your head on that thing either. Alright, enough with the dramatics.
The thing that's under the bed.
An under the bed storage tub with the baby clothes.
Careful, don't want a house to fall apart yet.
What about me? You don't... I thought you were gonna say, be careful so you don't strain yourself, my pregnant wife. Fine.
Carefully so you don't strain yourself, my pregnant wife.
Okay, half of my work is covered up. Yay. Okay, shoo. Thank you, babe. That was helpful. Now I can do the other half.